Hello guys, I'm back for take 2 of this rescue mission. I think this time we might take Jebediah with us, just to be sure. Now, I did make some modifications, notably some space tape. So, just about here and here to try and reduce the wobbliness. So, hopefully this works. So let us save, let us launch. I'm fairly certain Jebediah is in the cockpit right now, seeing as he's the first one, and I managed to recover him from where he was sitting, able to, see the launches very well. And a nice view, that's for sure. Yep, Jebediah is in the cockpit. So, let us turn this up. Hope to God I don't die from shit. Turn the SAS on. That, and let's go. So yeah, it's not been all that long since the last failure. So, that's right, I forgot. Never mind, gotta turn the throttle right down. About there to do. Resources, 5. Yeah, we had best launch in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Might need a tad more speed. Just a little bit more. Not very much more, but a little bit more speed. There we go. Actually, I think the best thing would be to have the speed stable about 150 meters per second or so coming out of the atmosphere. Seems like an idea. So let's just wait till he manages to get there, and the roll compensator is really having to work hard to compensate for all the rolling. I don't know what it is about that thrust, and that might be contributing. Let us activate this engine as well. Kind of add some thrust to it. There we go. That's probably why it didn't go quite as planned. Slow down our upward momentum. There we go. Yep. So, as usual, fun launch. Probably will be time-lapsed or something. Or I could just make you sit here and watch it this entire time. I might do the second one. I mean, seeing as I couldn't really be bothered doing time-lapse, we shall see. Yes, tourism had burnt out. Bye! There we go, that will stabilize the speed we're losing. Just want the speed to stabilize, we don't want it to actually send us flying anywhere. So, it's a really a very precarious situation we have here. But hopefully the space tape will help. So, let's see how we go. Oh, we're kind of exceeding the speed we said we'd not exceed. So just slow it down a little bit. Slow it down a bit more. Still want to go up, we just don't want to go up so fast. So. It does take a lot, doesn't it? To really slow yourself down, especially once you get this high in the atmosphere. Okay, we're 3/4 of the way there. So. And that's the thing, this is not a very efficient fuel engine. So, 9091. I just like how they say that. It sounds so hilarious. Anyway. Alright. So, we're up to 150 meters a second, but it doesn't matter quite so much anymore, because we've only got about 500 meters to go till we can throttle all the way up. Which I may as well do now. Since we can throttle all the way up, may as well start making a gravity turn. And probably turn the RCS thrusters on just to help even things out and we'll get things under control. How are we doing for our orbit? Getting there. Good, good. Pretty good. And we're about to lose these things, and I may have to cut down the throttle just a little bit so this thing doesn't overheat. So, the space tape, yeah, it used to be that this thing started clipping with this stuff, so the space tape is probably helping very much with that. Wait, what was that? Please tell me that wasn't anything breaking. I best keep a close eye on this engine, actually, I think. A very good idea to keep a close eye on this engine. So, right. So, Jebediah is, you know, as awesome as ever. Still being considered in surface speed. Soon we'll have orbit speed up. There we go, orbit speed. Okay, let's get a bit further onto the 90, and I'm probably, yep, okay, we'll wait till we get to about 100, just so we have a margin of safety. Usually a good idea to have that. And 101 just for a margin of safety. So we're 2 minutes out from our apoapsis. So, why am I flickering the SAS? So many times I find myself pressing the wrong damn buttons. So, anyway, so let's keel over. Keel over, just a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. Yeah, may as well keel over right to the space bit. There we go. That's why I put so many monopropellants on this thing. Because I just waste so much monopropellant. And it's very useful indeed when you want to make minor adjustments. Of course we're in space, and because, yeah, we can speed things up till we're about 30 seconds out from apoapsis. Okay, everything's pointed the right way. No, I don't want to just do that. I want to start thrusting about now. What happens if I thrust all the way up? First of all, I had best keep a close eye on this thing. It does not seem to be wibbling and wobbling apart, so which is good. So, anyway, I think most of this video will be like the last videos where I go in for my orbital maneuver, I make sure that my orbit's in the correct place, and then I will show the landing in the next video, and potential rescue. That sort of stuff. Did I just run out of fuel? I did totally just run out of fuel. Ah, god damn it. That was not expected so powerfully. We should probably aim down a little bit to keep our apoapsis down. When we're able to aim down. Let's just cut things off here for a moment and just wait till we catch up to our apoapsis a bit, because what we're going to do is aim down ever so slightly. We're probably going to need to land on that Kethane thing when we get there, because I was kind of expecting that thing to be able to get us into space. So at the very least. Probably all the weight I added, so we'll just do that, and then probably cut down on the throttle a bit. So we don't need to go so fast. And that's down, 104, 116. It's good. Now, sorry if I raised my voice there a bit, that chatter sounded incredibly loud to me, though probably not quite so much to you. Now, let us set the moon as our target. That's our next node. So let's add the maneuver. That's the ascending node, so we should just ever so slightly aim down. Whoa! Actually, why am I even bothering with that? Yeah, that's probably... let's plan our outward maneuver instead. Because I'm only 0.1 of a degree off, so it's not going to make much difference. Target position, aha! So I'm going to have to fire around then anyway. Whoa! Periapsis, 149. Can I do that with slightly less thrust? 84,000. 95,000. Okay, so we're going to need slightly more thrust. That gets me to 720. So we do 430. 423. Just want to get reasonably close. 158. 56. Probably a little bit less. Not that close. 220. Good enough for me. Okay. So, let us maneuver to our maneuver. Oh, and add a maneuver alarm, because those are always helpful. Because we're going to pre-place our maneuver, we will have it about 20 seconds out from the node. It's apparently 8 minutes away, so let's start adjusting things. I thought the LCS would be a bit more efficient, but it would seem not. Now where's the... oh, right. Okay, not exactly where I planned for it to be. Now to slow down. Slow down. Okay, RCS nowhere near as effective. Also, looking away from the planet usually speeds up my frame rate quite a bit, so I should probably not be looking at the planet. Okay, that seems pretty damn perfect. So we'll just leave it like that. And we will speed up time. There's a planet going beneath me. I wonder if we're going to see the moon soon. There's the sun. Massively big sun. There we go. 10 times, 1 times. Okay. Close. So this is our timed maneuver. Can't actually see the moon yet. Usually if you're doing this by eye, you would do it by when you can see the moon. Now, it doesn't tell me when the burn is, so I'm just going to burn up now. Okay, 30-second burn, so not too bad. I just hope I have enough fuel for a 30-second burn. I do have enough fuel for a 30-second burn, right? I may end up having to use some of my monopropellant to actually maneuver myself out of place. Because I'm going to want a decent amount of liquid fuel and oxidizer and whatnot just to make sure that I can get to places. Okay, that seems to be close enough to what we want, so we want to turn that off. See, it's having some problems, so we'll use some of our monopropellant to fix that up. That actually seems to think we're going to intersect with the moon, so we should probably thrust back a bit here. There we go, that's... yeah, I kind of did overshoot a bit, didn't I? So let's see, that would shoot us out if it actually managed to make it through the moon. Come on, come on. We need this to be, wow. I really did screw the pooch on this one, didn't I? On Kerbal apoapsis, what about the moon apoapsis? Huh? What about that? There we are, moon periapsis. There we go, at 100,000. All of that accomplished with RCS. I certainly do fun this game. I do this game well, don't I? I still got full thrust. So let's just accelerate towards the moon. See if it has any issues with this. About 1,000 times. That thing would scan so many times before I actually got there. Because you can see my velocity continuing to drop until moon encounter. And wait, what? Whoa, 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 slow it down. Yeah, that's still fine. Good. We can see the moon. Now let's see what, first of all, what's the grid show? I want to land somewhere around there. So let's go somewhat. Let's see, we're on the 90 right now. So let's go to, no, that's south. Let's face somewhat north. Should probably be looking at my spaceship here. Make sure I'm doing it the right way. And douche. Good enough. Okay, now I'm gonna press H just to try and orient myself somewhat northerly. I may actually have to use some thrust. There we go. And stop. Good. And we'll just head somewhat towards the moon. Yep, and then let's slow it down. Now, I should probably actually plan out this maneuver. So, yep, that is my periapsis. No, I don't want to set that as target. I want to add a maneuver. How much retrograde thrust do I need? So 5-second burn. I have enough fuel for a 5-second burn. But I'll see how much of this I can do on RCS, seeing as I've got so damn much, so I'll wait till I'm about 5 minutes out from my burn. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Yeah, that'll do. So let's see how much we can change just by using my RCS. I'm pressing H, which means that I'm, you know, thrusting in a prograde kind of direction. So, seems to be somewhat affecting things. Seems very confused as to what's actually... Oh! Right, I had best be able to slow down here then. Otherwise, I will not be coming back from space today. This may have been somewhat wasteful in terms of fuel consumption. This is why you look at the map view while thrusting things. You don't look at your craft itself. Otherwise, big mistakes occur. Yeah, if I wasn't careful, the moon would slingshot me out. That's kind of the fun things about slingshot orbits, is the fact that they, you know, are very useful in, you know, when you get close at, you know, speeding you out of the place. Now, we're about 4 minutes out from our burn. I've used up a little bit of monopropellant. Like I said, I want to keep most of my fuel for my actual landing. So, actually, I could theoretically just land now. Alright, new maneuver. Okay. Close that one. How much would we have to decelerate to decide to land now? To land, say, about there, where I know there is 14-second burn. Not bad at all. I'll take it. Oh right, pressing so many wrong buttons. Ah dear. Okay, I think I can do a 14-second burn. I will be able to, you know, fuel back up by the time I'm done with, by the time I get all this Kethane stuff, if it works. Which I hope to God it does. Because the 14-second burns, we want to be about 7 seconds out, which is about now. Thrust up. Don't run out of fuel, 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 don't run out of fuel. Okay. Facing away from the optimum position to do this stuff. Right, hold on, stop drifting, stop drifting, stop drifting. Don't run out of fuel. Please do not run out of fuel. Do not run out of fuel. And just cut the power. Okay, so what does that do? It actually puts us in, you know, fairly well on one of these Kethane spots, which I think is pretty good. Means I'll be able to test the drilling capability and the ability for it to replace my shit, which I really hope it does. Alright, well, no point in, you know, beating around the bush. Let's start, you know, heading towards the planet. Now, no, we are not doing a pie man here, okay? We are most definitely not doing a pie man. I'm going to be carefully, judiciously planning our landing. In other words, I'm going to get into about, say, 30,000 meters, and probably start thrusting, I don't know, 20,000? 30,000, 20,000? I'm gonna go 20,000. No, I'm gonna go 30,000. Better to be judicious and stingy, especially as our orbit is actually very quickly. No, stop doing the wrong thing, Kyle, with all the... So, we want to slow ourselves down ever so slightly. Hopefully without running out. Okay, no, we're gonna run out of fuel, so yep, we're gonna try and slow our orbital speed with some RCS. Please work. At least we'll wait till we're much closer to the surface of the planet before slowing ourselves down. If you die, Jebediah, I am incredibly sorry. Okay. Okay, 15k's up. Let's extend the landing gear, just in case we actually manage to make it into a landing. Probably be going so much faster if we were not, you know, doing this. Okay, thrusting up now. Thrusting up the maximum amount. We're gonna run out of fuel, aren't we? Damn it, we are going to run out of fuel. Press H, try and maximize our fuel. Okay, no, EVA, put your RCS on and go, no, RCS. Nice breathing, Jebediah. Well, goodbye, Jebediah Kerman. We will see you in your next life. While I go back to the drawing board. Well, it seems like a good place to end the episode. So, I will see you after I finish mourning for Jebediah Kerman.